Today, I want to dive into something that I think every runner is going to face at some point. And um, since we've been participating in our hobbies for a couple of years now, I've kind of seen you make different decisions as opposed to what the training plan is telling you.
Yeah.
And I kind of want you to talk more about what your process is, how you listen to your body, and the most important thing for you when you wake up and you look at your training plan and your body says no. How do you handle those kind of situations?
I listen to my body through my actions and feelings and not so much through the digital data, which I should listen to the digital data when it says you've only had 5 hours of sleep and body battery is 33% and your HRV was super low, so chill. I'll be like, no, my mental says I should go for a run. Sometimes I have a feeling of running, but my body does not want to. And sometimes I have a ability to run. I haven't done anything. I've recovered, reset, but my mind is not. So it's a combination of body, mind, soul, spirit, if you know what I mean. For me, all things have to be to align for a workout, which I'm like a horrible example for recovery, but we're going to get to that. I listen to my body, my soul, my spirit, my mind.
So, for the most part, you function mostly based on your willpower. Like, this is what you want to do, and it's in your head, and you still get out there to do it, ignoring some of the different signs. You know, not sleeping enough, maybe having one or two wine glasses, a little bit more than what you're supposed to have. When we talk about recovery,
Yeah.
when did you realize that recovery is just as important as the actual run?
So when I realized recovery is important is when I skipped a day of running and seeing the results, how my body reacts the following training day. Amazing. But I was forced to see that. With marathon, after you complete a marathon, your body absolutely need to recover. So I learned that first with marathon. So I was one of those people, like, I was running with a brace, like a knee protective sleeve.
Yeah.
And my knee started swollen. So I just, I went to chiropractor. I had a couple of adjustments. Nothing was really working till I really learned like the art of recovery and let your body relax, and, different training plans, different running types really helped.
What does your recovery look like now as opposed to when you started, like, doing different training blocks?
I'm good at pausing and not training.
Do you think like recovery is a process, or is
Pause.
it just, hey, I'm not running today?
I think,
Like, when you think about recovery, what comes to mind?
oh,
If your training plan says, I need you to do a VO2 max run today, or I
like
need you to do
today.
a threshold run, and you decide that you're going to recover. The way I understand recovery is a little bit different from what I see play out with you when you say you're recovering. So I'm very, very curious.
Yeah. Honestly, I just want to, after this question, I
Yeah.
really would love for us to go back and for you to respond to those couple questions
Okay,
that you've
sure.
asked me before. But responding to your question, how recovery looks for me, we have a toddler son, right? So I can't really sit down and just do nothing. Not running like today, I have a VO2 max. I actually have a sprint that I've skipped for two reasons. Main reason is I overslept, so I didn't wake up super early. And the weather condition outside is like 100 degrees. There's no way I'm doing sprints in the 100-degree weather. And then in the evening after work hours, I'm too tired to do anything. Today, I consider it a recovery day by just not working out, right?
Okay.
I'm bad at recovery. And I don't nobody listen to me. Don't follow this advice, right? I know there are a lot of great athletes out there that would tell you something different. Listen to this guy too, because you have a lot of recovery tips. And you've been singing recovery in my head for so long. I am not there yet. Recovery for me right now, where I'm at as a mom who has a full-time job, 9 to 5, and a husband who, eats an African food. where's time? So recovery just looks like not working out, skipping some runs. If I get like a 5 minute stretch outside while my baby is playing in the yard, I will. Or upstairs when I'm folding clothes, I'll just sit on my legs, like you know how I sit crossing my legs,
Yeah.
but I'm just like sitting in positions where I'm allowing my body to stretch and not do much.
Yeah.
Hot shower, stretch in the bathroom, and when I'm taking a bath, a shower, it's easier also. But yeah, quite. I definitely need to work on my recovery. It's non-existent as of today.
Mm.
Skipping rounds is called recovery. It's better than what I used to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
What
think
about
you
you?
just never really took some time off.
I
For me, I understand recovery from
Let's go
like,
back to the question that what does recovery looks like to you, and what does that mean to you, and maybe the process that you do it.
I think recovery is very, very important, especially when I have rigorous training blocks. I'm very data driven, so I listen to like a lot of
IT.
the recommendations
Yeah.
from Garmin, and when it talks about the training load, not increasing your training load too drastically, because then you might pick up an injury. It's been beneficial for me because during the week I do a lot more threshold and sprint workouts. So like Tuesdays and Thursdays I might do something a little bit more strenuous or maybe do like hill repeats. Recovery became very, very important when I picked up an injury during the last, I think it was the half marathon in 2024. I was trying to sub 2 hours. I had excruciating pain in my hip area. Literally had to take about 2 weeks off. So coming back from that and then doing the Publix marathon this year, during that 2 weeks break that I took, I definitely used a lot of my recovery boots. I took a lot of turmeric pills, just trying to drive down inflammation. I practice a lot more mobility in that area just to make sure the hips are moving in the way that it needs to for me to start the next training block. I did a lot of stretch sessions.
Yeah.
I thought yoga was going to be more for recovery,
Yeah.
but I realized that the yoga that I was doing was more for
Strength.
like putting my body under tension. So, and even though you are in deep, flexible positions, I've still felt very tense. So for me, what really worked was the active mobility. My Garmin will tell me I'm stressed while I'm supposed to be resting.
Yeah.
That's usually the first indication of, okay, I think I need to kind of like take it back. First of all, I mean, your watch tells you 76 hours of recovery after doing some crazy workouts. I mean, I've seen some crazy numbers from you.
The
as
data
well.
is like right there. Like you need to chill
Yeah.
for the next this many hours, and you're like, who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? How your trainings and recovery are structured during the week, a 7-day week training period.
I try to keep it up to like 5 days a week of training. So Saturdays are the long run, so I always try to take Sunday off or maybe just do something very light or get on my bike and spin the wheels on Greenway. Monday usually starts off with like a threshold run. And then Tuesday is like a base run where it's just my normal zone 2. Wednesday, take the day off. Then Thursday, if it's time for heel repeats or time for sprinting, I go to the track. And then Friday is like another base run where I just kind of keep things a little bit level. And then Saturday is when I go party with the run groups, the fun runs. But every now and then I have seen that if I push the limits on Saturday, I probably will have to take Sunday and Monday off and then start back on Tuesday. And I think it's very important to not stick to a rigorous training schedule, especially when you have other things going on. Like for folks that, this is what you do to pay your bills. Yes, completely get it. Keep pushing yourself. But this is something that's more of a hobby for us. And so, being present for my family, running around with the kid outside, being able to move things around. It doesn't make a lot of sense if I go out there and spend time training and then come back and I can't hang the pictures on the wall, or I'm pushing back projects inside the house. So um, those things very, very important for me.
What do you think about social media and recovery? On your recovery days, is there any guilt that's coming from?
No.
Do you feel like there's any social pressure of you
No.
working out? We have running groups now, and you low key
In the
have
beginning-
a challenge with somebody who we will not name. We see them run, you run. You have like an in-house competition.
Well,
Do you feel like that affects your
I think
recovery?
my biggest in-house competition is you. That's the number. Let's just start off with that.
I'll always keep you on
Whenever
your
I
toe.
try to take some time off and you're like, I'm going to run on the trail, a little
Yeah.
lady. So yeah,
It's
the
an
internal pressure is already in
in-house.
the house.
Okay.
Then looking at social media, in the beginning, it was a little bit difficult because you always have FOMO, right? Like
Yeah.
you see someone you know that you participate in these runs with, and they're out there running, and then boom, Strava notification. Sometimes I feel like I should just delete my Strava.
Yeah.
Quite literally addicted to Strava. And when they're performing that physical activity, I'm like, okay, I got to get out there. I got to respond. I feel like it's a call out. Like when I get your Strava
Nobody's
notification,
calling you out.
you just called me out.
You're like,
And now,
are you entertain me to this? Oh my goodness. Are you entertain? What is this? Inviting me into this friendly
Exactly.
competition.
It's kind of like a sly little, yeah, buddy,
Yeah,
I
on
just
you.
got this run.
Right on top of you.
And it used to affect me initially, but now I don't. It doesn't, because I've had so many different injuries show up that I realize
It's not worth it.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Now I run because it's a lot more of my habit. It's like part of. I would say it's part of my DNA now.
I honestly feel like it's part of your schedule.
Yeah.
You just have the schedule that you stick with, and oh boy, you are a schedule follower. You follow down to the T. Like I admire that about you. You follow your running schedule. You
appreciate that.
prioritize your rests, and you absolutely listen to not only your body, your watch, your data, your phone.
I just think it's just the way I work.
And I love that.
And there are other people that like they don't necessarily stick to those kind of all those different data metrics, but they still perform really, really good. And like I think you're a clear picture of that other side of.
Not good though.
Well, here's the thing though.
Yeah.
If it doesn't happen, then it also seeps into my character sometimes.
Yeah.
When I see you like dial things back for more of like a freestyle run, like I've asked you a couple of times where, oh, you're gonna go run for 1 hour today.
Yeah.
Is that part of your training schedule? And you're just kind of like, no, I feel like running.
Yeah.
And I was like, even though sometimes I'm like, she's crazy, but
I don't. Not sometimes. All the time you're like, she mad, bro. She mad.
But I
like
think
today, the way you were like, are you going to run in this heat? And
Yeah.
I'm like, no, but I'm gonna go work out. And you're like, I don't get it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay. I think it's funny how on one side of the coin, someone is very, data driven and they want to follow things to the T, and they're listening to all these AI algorithms tell them they're improving. And then on the other side, it's someone that's like, I think you're just like that because you have East African genes that are working in your favor.
I'm not Kenyan, brother. Let's just get that out of the way, guys.
Yeah, she's. I think she's related to Kipchoge,
No, I'm not
she
Kenyan.
has some sort of slight advantage.
Well, we'll take that. No, I just feel like sometimes, and that's what I talked to you about initially. Like it's a combination of not just my data, but body, mind, and soul. Sometimes my body's tired, my mind needs that run. My mind needs that clarity, needs that recovery from work, whatever emotional imbalance that I'm going through needs that.
If you were going to design what a recovery day should look like, paint that picture for me.
Oh my goodness. First of all, if you have a baby, get a babysitter. Get the babysitter. Then I would say
At least
Um,
$100 and something down.
well,
Okay.
yeah, get an auntie, get your friend, your sister, anybody to watch your child. But if you're a baby free, my God, I don't even know why you don't take advantage of just chill. Recovery for me would look like waking up in the morning, instead of going for a run, I dip myself in a cold water if I have access to. I enjoy that plunge, that we
Cold
used
plunge?
to do. Yeah. So I'll do the plunge, a stretching session, a massage session at the end of the day
Like a
after
paid massage
work.
session or a
Yeah,
massage session with a gun?
a paid massage session. You asked
Okay.
me to create.
Yes. Yes, I just want you to be very
Okay,
specific.
so it would be a very expensive recovery day. That's all right. The Four Seasons scrub and massage package. Um, but if you don't have money and you don't want to do all that, just a little bit of stretch session, a little bit of meditation, watch Netflix and chill instead of like strength training at
Netflix
night.
with the chill part or just Netflix?
And chill if you have a chill partner, if you know what I mean. Chill is important too. Netflix and chill.
Okay.
And a really good meal, like a really good homemade healthy meal.
Yeah, I think that does sound pretty good. But you touched on something that I want to peel the layers back a little bit. You mentioned meditation. And why meditation? Because I've tried meditation in the past and my mind scrambles all over the place.
Yeah.
And I've listened to a couple of people say meditation is hard. Why bring it into recovery if it's something that's not very easy for people to kind of?
I think if you believe in we're all spiritual beings, being in a meditative state is like a great place to be. And I am not like a meditating guru or anything like that. Every time I try to meditate, I fall asleep. But that's the whole point. We're trying to reset our intention, reset our bodies, speak to the Creator. For me, that's Jesus Christ. So in the middle of my meditation, it's some sort of like a prayer point. Giving it all up, turn the clock. Basically, that's how I look at meditation. It's like a clarity of mind without physical ability, like without physical, movements.
Yeah.
You're just sitting down. It's like you're working out, but you're absolutely not moving. The same thing that running does. Meditation just shuts my mind off and I fall asleep immediately. And I think that's what happens to me every time I try to meditate. It's like I get too relaxed, I fall asleep. Who doesn't want to sleep without melatonin?
Crazy. my experience is a little bit, actually a lot more different.
I know you are more meditative person than me.
In the beginning it was very rough.
But what do you say that does to you when in sense of recovery? I
see it as like me holding space for myself.
That's beautiful.
It's like when your friend tells you, "I just need you to be there for me." Like I'm holding my own hand. That's how I see meditation. And it's bringing me back to being present. And you could kind of come out of touch with yourself because it's all about this goal. It's all about getting to that finish line. It's all about getting to that race day, injury-free, PR, and you get your medal and your banana and you go about your day. But leading up to that day, I think having that mental recovery session where it's like, yes, I know this is what you want, but bringing you back to being present with everything else that's going on around you is also very important because it's also one of my biggest fears. Like I don't want to go so hard for my goals that I forget about the things that are important. I use meditation more for bringing myself back into a present moment so I can be aware of what's going on, some more clarity as to who I am and how the things that I'm doing is changing me, and also for just mental recovery. Running could give you some sort of mental stress sometimes.
Yes.
The speed
so
runs.
So much planning too.
It's really good.
It is.
When you do it with balance, but it could get a little bit dark when it's something that you don't know how to balance. And I think that just goes with everything.
Even when you don't want to recover, your body will bring you to your knees.
What recovery tip have you seen on social media that you haven't done that you think like you would like to try?
I don't really, the Instagram algorithm for me is never really showing me recovery because it knows. It knows I don't care. Show me the workouts. So I don't really know because I've tried the boots, I've tried the ice water, I've tried the patches. I love massages, so I do them once in a while, whenever I get a chance to. I have done chiropractor. I do meditation. I do yoga. So I do a lot of things, to be honest. That is, maybe the acupuncture. People are doing the pin
That's on
stuff,
my list
the
as
needle.
well.
So I've never
The needle
done
stuff,
that.
yeah. Wanted to mention cupping. What advice would you give a new runner that thinks like taking a rest day is like falling behind?
Taking a day off doesn't mean you're falling behind. You're giving your body time to recharge. Like anything in life, you need to take a pause, recharge, appreciate what you did yesterday, reflect on how you can do better tomorrow, lace up. It's always best than to be unprepared, run out of battery in the middle of a wall. And by middle of wall, I mean like in the middle of your race. You did not race. You did not, recover properly during your training, and you're about to find out really how your body can really abandon you in the middle of 12th, 14th, 16th mile.
Yeah.
And that's not a good feeling. When you are out there, you want to be able to finish, and taking those breaks, it's time. It's like, you're giving love back to your body.
Yeah.
That you put it through so much.
100% agree.
Yeah.
Helen,
Yes.
thank you so much for joining me on today. I love the fact that you share a lot about your experience, both the good and the bad.
Yeah.
It's always a pleasure talking to you.
Same.
And for you to be able to unpack some of these different challenges that we go through as we do this thing we love. Once again, thank you very much.
Thank you.